probably could go more. Yeah, that's lovely. We need the air assist is what we need.
Tim, can you tell us what you're doing?
We are laser engraving hearts that we can hand out for free at Art and Bloom for mothers. Laser engraving and vector cutting, that's what it's doing right now, it's cutting them out.
What machine is this?
The laser engraver. Or do you need the actual...
I need the serial number and the factory it was built in. No.
Yeah, F29837217.
Right. And so this is you called it the vector file?
No, it's a what's it called? CorelDRAW file, and it's a design software that you can send the file to the laser, but it does rostering, which is like printing, and then cutting, which is vectoring. So roster and vectoring, and this was doing both at the same exact time. No, within the same operation, but 2 different times.
Cool.
Yeah, but we weren't cutting all the hearts out, and so we reran the vector file so that it would finish cutting them out. This is just a slightly weak machine because it's over 20 years old, or it's about 20 years old now, and it's like 40 watt as opposed to a 50 or 60 watt laser. They're a lot more powerful. So this is kind of using older technology, but you know, it works. We're making it work.
Who did the design?
Sean Oliveira. And did you come up with the sayings?
Yeah, us ladies came up with the sayings together.
Yeah, so there's like multiple people involved in making these handout. And you can see here where we were cutting them out, but some of them cut through and others didn't make it all the way. So you kept changing the settings until they popped all the way out. This one dropped out all by itself. Unfortunately, I can't duplicate that right yet. So.
About how long has this project taken so far?
Oh, it burned for 2 hours, and now I'm running this file, the vector file again, so it's gonna be another 30 minutes, so 2.5 hours to cut one sheet of hearts. That's why Sean needs to do it on his machine, not this one.
We did a lot of them, and then are we taking this machine down to Art and Bloom?
Yeah, we're taking it down there, but I don't see the point in running this while we're there, this program, because it's gonna be tied up for 2.5 hours. If I burn hearts down there. So I think we should take the 200 hearts he has, plus these. Plus he said he would probably run some more this week.
Oh, great.
And so if he runs more on the sheets of plywood that he has, that's good.
So how did the idea generate?
Judy, it's all her fault.
Last year, I just love it when the young men can give back. And giving back to their moms, giving back to moms walking through. It's an opportunity for them to engage and learn more social skills. And so we had coasters that we made out of a log. You guys cut them, and then we said Happy Mother's Day on them. And this year we decided, I was kind of all over the place at first. You know, let's cut out a flower. And then I think about, how would I use this? Would I use it? You know, what's really nice is I have a heart in my kitchen that my mother gave me, and it has a saint on it. And so I was like, that would be really cool to have hearts with some different sayings on them and run a string through it and hang it. And so I asked the ladies, let's come up with a few sayings, and Sean said I could do up to 3 of them, and so we did that, and then asked him to put some graphics of flowers around it. And I come up with these ideas, and I say, make it happen.
That is so cool.
And then I say, Sean, help me make it happen.
So in total, like 8 or 9 people were involved in this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, probably. Last year we actually cut out all those coasters on the CNC machine. And then we had to finish the cuts, sand them, engrave them. It was a whole process. That was a big...
So this is using lasers. The CNC uses...
a router.
Got it.
So that's a router that's operated by the computer-aided control.
So if a young man is working, is this sort of like this area? If they show interest in one of these two machines, they generally learn about the other, or is it more specific?
Well, to be honest with you, I have experience on the laser, and Mark has the experience on the CNC.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're in the computer-aided drafting kind of like class, what do we call that? The computer class, then they'll most likely use that machine. If they're in the wood shop, they would be with me, and I know how to use this machine. So it's like, and we kind of both know a little bit of the other, a little bit, but we rely on each other to do both. So
Amen to that.
yeah, and it's kind of nice when you can learn a new tool that's like technical and add to your repertoire. But you know, when you're only here 1 hour a night, it takes a little longer to like learn the ins and outs of both of these. So it's just easier for us to each run our own.
Mm-hmm.
But it was nice getting the laser here in the wood shop instead of it being over in the auto shop, because we can use it so much more when it's right here at our fingertips. And then we're not clogging up the auto shop with wood shop guys in there working, you know.
So when did it move over here?
Probably a little over a year ago, because it would have been right before Art and Bloom. So
Oh, so you had the idea for the coaster last year. You thought, well, if we have to go back and forth from the wood to the auto shop, that's going to be a big pain.
Yeah.
Let's move it over here. And since then, you've realized that it's
Yeah.
actually better over here
So
anyway.
The coaster was like a walking tall coin, is what it said. Walking tall on it, and had the armor of God or something. It was like, or 1 Corinthians 11:1 or something, you know. So that was just on one side of this coin we made. And I just took the coin and duplicated it in an array, and I put it on a piece of sugar pine that we have. And I said, how many of these can I engrave? Well, it took like an hour for it to engrave that one panel. Kind of like this is taking a couple hours. And I was like, this is going to take forever. And so I was like, I need this machine over here.
Yeah.
So I just pulled it. I basically told Tom I was moving it. He's like, okay. Yeah. And now we use it all the time. You know, we use it for everything. And when the guy makes a table and wants to put a little tiny sign on it, we can just bring that little piece of wood over here. In 10 minutes, we got that thing printed, you know?
Very cool.
When you do giant panels like this, you're, you know, taking so much more space of the engraver, so it takes a very long time to engrave.
So this side of it, the design and the computer stuff, you said that's Sean that does that?
No, I can do
You
that
can
too.
do that?
Yeah, we both know Corel, and that's easy to do as far as the design work goes. It's just that Sean has his own laser at his shop, which is a newer version of this machine, and he can cut it out faster, he can engrave faster. It engraves deeper, so you have to do less passes.
Mm-hmm.
If I want a deeper engraving, I can slow it down, but I might have to do 2 passes or 3 passes. His will do it in 1. It's pretty incredible.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, technology improves, and you know, he's got a more advanced machine. But you know, for what we're doing here, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly capable. It's just mass production. You almost want like 3 or 4 of these machines, so that you can just always have one running. You know. But for now, it's like, even in Sean's business, it's kind of a luxury to have a laser engraver, because you don't do mass production with it, and so it's like, but when you're trying to put out a nice product, there's nothing that beats a laser. It's so precise. So, yeah, I mean, you can look at the detail on these. That font is wrong. This is the correct font. Yeah, there you go. Look at that detail.
That is quite something.
Yeah.